Hello guys, in this video today I'm going to be showing you me getting rid of these three big shrubs in front of me. It was quite a big-ish job, I must admit. I knew there was going to be a lot of waste, so I'll show you what I did to do it and show you what you're capable of with just say a medium-sized van. In an ideal world, I would like to have dropped this and probably chipped it, or if I had a tipper, you could have just cut them off at the bottom and flung it straight on, but you got to use what you've got. But here they are. They're quite thick, they're quite established. It's a shame they've got to go in a way, but it is one of them really. He wants a patio there instead. That's the tools I'll be using. Cordless. I've got the combi strimmer, and I've got the edge cutter, and I've got a rake, my salad tongs, pair of loppers, and about some ton bags. But I'll show you just how much waste was produced off it, and I'll show you the way I went about dealing with it. But first thing I did, I know we're nearly the end of the nesting season anyway, but I did have a good check. I climbed all in and made sure I had a good check that there was nothing there. The sun glare is just a bonus for you. But what I started doing was basically fetching all the small leaves off first, the small branches, but instead of taking big bites with the edge trimmer, taking little bites, bite at a time, raking that back and then getting that one bag of rubbish away. Done. It is the last thing you want is when you're doing jobs like this is to be tripping over the waste you're making. So when you've got enough to fill a dumpy bag, fill it. As you can see, I'm taking them back basically bit by bit. I know it's more of a time-consuming route. As I said, ideally you'd want to just drop them and shove them in the back of a tipper. But I've got to use what I've got to use. So as you can see, there's less and less. And eventually you've just got the stragglers left behind. And while you can see here, they're thinning out quite quickly. The laurel on the right, that was probably the thickest. But the other two, they didn't really put up much of a fight. But as you can see, yeah, it's just going less and less. But all in all, this job took me about 4.5 hours, including chatting time with a customer. But you can see here that there's 3 dumpy bags already. But I think that's the biggest one. The biggest tip I can give you is just to keep raking away the debris as much as you can, because it becomes a death trap otherwise. Now, what the customer wanted is just basically to be cut flush with the ground and then treated. So that's what I did. As I say, that's all going to be covered up with a raised decking, so it's not a problem. But I've got all the thick stuff there. As you can see, I think all in all, I think it was about 7 dumpy bags. I know I can hear you saying the van, it didn't appreciate being rammed that full, but it's only once in a while. But I left all the main trunks and stuff, and I snipped them down after. You see there's the first 2 bags, and another one, but you can sort of see the after pictures now, what we've got, where it's all been taken away, all blown off. The customer was very happy with it. I did think I was going to have to do 2 trips, but in the end I managed it in 1, which was good. As I said, I did have to really stuff it to get it all in. But this bloke at the recycling place, he said that was about 200 kilo. All that crap there was about 200 kilo. So it didn't cost too much to get rid of at all, but I left some of the bigger stuff there instead of chopping it all up really small. That's where all the weight is. But in the end, it was quite a good job. The customer was happy. They wanted the Acer left in there. Anyway, guys, I hope this video has been of some use. Hopefully it's shown you what you can achieve when you've not got the real big boy kit. As I said, I'd like to have chipped it, I'd like to have shredded it or put it in a tipper, but you've got to use what you've got to use, guys. But the customer was happy and I was happy. Anyway, guys, have a good day now.